Hi everyone, it's Natalie and welcome back to my channel. Today, with one of my last two brain cells, I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. Today was my second day of work and I'm tired, but I need to film this today or it's not gonna get filmed and then there's not gonna be a video next week and then it's just a spiral of things not happening. And I want to avoid that, so here you have tired Natalie, but she's here and we're doing it. Before I get into the video, once again, I will have resources down below in the description of things you can do so that we can keep the Black Lives Matter movement with momentum. I know that at least online, things seem to be slowing down a little bit, but I think it's very important that we keep things going. As for this tag in particular, I'm going to be trying to do it pretty rapid fire because I don't want to get caught up in my answers to each of these questions because there's like 15 questions, and if I take my time with each one, we're going to be here forever and I don't want that. The first question is best book you've read this year. If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know the answer to this one, or at least it should be clear because obviously it's gonna be The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. Like, I've talked about this book incessantly. Of course, so far it's my favorite of the year. I'm looking forward to reading it again. I'm dying to read it again. And honestly, no other book has made me as happy and excited as this book. So obviously it's gonna be the fave. I mean, okay, technically I'm in the middle of another book right now that I think is gonna be another favorite of the year, but since I haven't finished that one yet, I'm not gonna count that one, and our answer is going to be The House in the Cerulean Sea. I also have two honorable mentions for this question. I have Cantoras by Carolina de Robertis and In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado because both those books were incredible as well, and they will be in my favorites of the year because they were phenomenal and y'all need to read all of them. The second question is best sequel you've read so far. That one, without a doubt, I also have an answer to, and I haven't talked about this book yet on this channel, so you won't be expecting my answer, but that is Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers. This book is the third in the Wayfarer series. I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. I just know it's one of my favorite book series, and it was so incredible to read this book. It's so far definitely my favorite sequel of the year because the other sequels I've read do not hold a candle to this one. And technically it's a very personal favorite kind of thing because out of Becky Chambers' work, it's the one that has the least plot, but I had the best time with it. It made me sad, it gave me emotions, and I was more than happy to deal with that shit because I'm like, yes, you're giving me what I want. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up or I'll keep going forever. The third prompt is new release you haven't read but want to. I have like a billion answers to this question, but I'll just say some of the ones that are at the top of my list, and that would be Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar. We need that shit. I need it. I need it. The second one is The Henna Wars by Adiba Jagidar. I'm struggling again, two brain cells, but The Henna Wars, definitely want to read it. Need me some more female-female relationships, okay? Okay. The third one I'll be mentioning is I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. This one, all I know is that we have a fat Asian main character and we need more books with that shit, so I'm more than ready to pick it up. The fourth question is most anticipated release for the second half of 2020. I have a shit ton of answers for this one, as always, because there's just too much good shit coming out. The first one I have is Nightshine by Tessa Gratton. Once again, if you've been here for a while, you know I'm a hoe for Tessa Gratton, so of course I'm dying to read her new book, technically her second new book of the year. So excited. The second one is Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bailon. Again, I'm probably going to be butchering people's names in here because I'm really not trying that hard to pronounce them, but I'm just trying to get through this. Anyway, Cinderella is Dead. Definitely want to pick it up. I didn't know it was queer. I didn't know it was gonna have a female-female relationship, and I'm like, wait a second. This is happening? I need it. I'm ready for it. Another one I have is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I've been seeing this book fucking everywhere. The artwork of it seems really fucking adorable, and I just need it in my hands already. Please. Another one is Ironheart by Nina Varela. I really liked the first book in this series. What was it called? Crier's War. It was a really good start to a series, so I'm definitely looking forward to continuing on with it. I also have Legendborn by Tracy Dion. Again, we have here exactly what I'm looking for. We got some Arthurian legends. We're mixing shit up, and I'm like, yes, please give it to me. There's also Miss Meteor by Anna Marie McLemore and Taylor K. Mejia. I don't know much about this one except beauty pageants, but it's Anna Marie McLemore and I love everything they write, so obviously I'm there and I'm ready. The last one I'm going to be mentioning at last is Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Khorram. Once again, the first book was really good. I really enjoyed it and I think this one's going to be even better, so I'm really excited to pick it up. Question 5 is biggest disappointment. Without a doubt, that's Dark Down by Jay Kristoff. This book just wasn't it, okay? It was not it. It was a disappointment. I hated it. I did not have a good time. I will probably be talking more about it in another video. Just know it was a no for me. The 6th question is biggest surprise. I'm going with Room for Three by Katrina Jackson for this one, although in general my answer would be Katrina Jackson as a whole. I was not expecting to enjoy her novellas so much when I picked them up, but honestly I've been thriving, I've been having a good time, and I'm looking forward to keeping on reading her work because it was just a pleasant surprise. The 7th question is favorite new author. Now, I feel like based on my content, my answer should be TJ Klune, but honestly, I have such a turbulent relationship with him that doesn't feel completely right, but it's not completely wrong. So my answer is gonna be Jack Harbin. I read Meet Cute Club by him and The Babysitter, and those were both great, and I'm really looking forward to reading more of his work. So that's why I'm counting him as my new favorite, because even though it feels tentative, I'm not like at extreme levels of hype. He's the one that's closest to that hype for me, apart from Katrina Jackson, but that feels like a separate experience because I wasn't that surprised by Jack Harbin, but I'm definitely looking forward to reading more of his work. The 8th question is newest fictional crush. Now, I don't get these crushes that much anymore, so my answer is more flimsy. But if I had to pick a character, it would be Alex from Graham's Delicacies by Mina Wahid. I don't know what it was about them, but I just really liked them, and I liked reading from their perspective and just their whole way of being. I was like, yes, please. So I'm gonna go with Alex. I'm making a lot of hand gestures in this video, but we're just gonna roll with it, okay? We're just gonna roll with it. The 9th question is newest favorite character. That, without a doubt, is Connolly from Lady Hotspur by Tessa Gratton. This character, I just love him so much. He is the best. I just think he's adorable and sweet and cute, and I just want to protect him, okay? He's everything. He's everything. I don't even know how to put it to words, okay? Just yes. Question number 10 is a book that made you cry. This was another pretty obvious one for me. A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. This book messed me up. It got right into my heart and destroyed it in the best way because it felt both warm and heartbreaking. Like bittersweet. I guess the word for that is bittersweet. Like it made me sad, but at the same time I was happy, but I was feeling a bunch of emotions. So honestly, it was just a lot. So yeah, definitely a lot, but I recommend it. The 11th question is a book that made you happy. I'm going with Our Wayward Fate by Gloria Chow. This book isn't all happy, but a lot of books that I really enjoy and that even bring me joy aren't all happy. Like there were some serious moments in this book, but I had such a good time reading it that it felt like a no-brainer for this question. Mainly, I think it was because I found the romance in it really cute and sweet, and I just liked the characters, so that's why I think that it made me happy, because I was just enjoying it despite the more serious parts of it. The 12th question is favorite book to movie adaptation. I don't have an answer to this one because I don't think I've watched any book to movie adaptations in this year. I don't think so. So I have nothing for this one, and I don't really have anything that I'm anticipating that's a book to movie adaptation or book to TV adaptation, so. The 13th question is favorite review you've written this year. Now, if we're talking literally having written a review, I'm going with This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story by Kaysen Calendar. This is my favorite review, mostly because I think I really went into detail about why I enjoyed that book, despite the characters maybe not being super likable or not making the best choices. So honestly, I was just proud about being able to articulate relatively eloquently what I was thinking. If we're talking favorite video review, I would definitely have to say any of my videos discussing TJ Klune. I just have a lot of fun filming those videos and editing them, and even though they're eternally long, I still am super happy whenever I make one of those and with the ones I already have. The 14th question is most beautiful book you've bought this year. Without a doubt, no comparison so far. It is by far the most beautiful one I've bought this year. I would have to say Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. Like, y'all, okay. Like, obviously this is beautiful. Of course, these ladies are beautiful. Like, it's beautiful, right? The spine, yes. But the most beautiful part is this. The naked cover. Like, y'all, like, please, obviously this is stunning, so there's no comparison. Like, the people designing Elizabeth Acevedo's books are killing it at the game. That's all I'm saying. The 15th question is, what book do you need to read by the end of the year? And the answer to this is everything under the sun. I have so many books both on my physical TBR, on my digital TBR, on my library TBR, that it's a lot, but we're gonna try to push through as many as we can. But honestly, it's a lot of stuff. If you want anywhere close to knowing what those books may be, just go to my Goodreads. I will have it linked down below because it's just too much. We would be here forever if I tried to list all of the ones that I really want to read by the end of the year. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments below, what was your favorite book of the year so far? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to follow me on any of my social media, I will leave the links to that down below in the description. But for now, see you next time.